Oh, okay. Oh, we only talked to 4 of them, and then it... Okay. That's fair. Well, let's go for a bit longer. I didn't realize we couldn't talk to all of them. Well, I mean, we got like 1 billion affinity for everybody, it's fine. And the most important one is Aoi anyway, because we need her to be the highest.
なんだ修二さんの声たくま食堂の方から聞こえるよなんだろう行ってみようわからない
Are they arguing again?
わからないことばかり僕はどうすればいいんだ修二さん落ち着いてください
Yeah, Shuji, stop freaking out.
落ち着いてなんかいられるか僕らの知っていることは結局全部憶測なんだジジモンさんの話だって聞いた話だとか言い伝えだとか曖昧な話ばかりじゃないかだったらなんだってんだよなんだよ僕は間違ったことは言ってないあのな俺たちは戻るって決めただろうがいちいち疑ってたらキリがねえだろそれとも何か信じないでいて闇雲に行動してどうすんだお前はこの世界に骨を薄めるつもりか
Yeah, damn.
だったらうだうだ言ってんじゃね
えうだうだ
もう弱気なことは言うな分かったか
ごちゃごちゃうるさい
まあまあ二人とも落ち着いて僕たちが喧嘩してる場合じゃないよ
そうだ
今の私たちはジジモンさんが言ってたことを信じるしかないわ何の指針もなく行動するなんてできないんだしねだから二人とも今は信じて頑張りましょう
俺は信じてるぜこいつがどうだか知らねえけどな僕だって騒動を起こしたいわけじゃない
この世界に私たち以外の子供たちがいたのは間違いないでしょその子供たちがどうなったか調べていけばきっと私たちが帰る方法だってわかるはずよ
そうだな今はそれが僕たちの指針だ
そう言ってもよ結局あいつらを締め上げるしかねえだろ教えてくれって言って教えてくれる奴らには思えないぜ
I mean they might
今間違いなく言えるのは神か何かに生贄を捧げれば異変が収まるってことだよね過去に何度かあったみたいだし
僕はよくわからないけど因縁の子供たちを犠牲にするのはよくないよ
そうなのジジモンもそういう意見みたい私もそう思っているわ
そう僕たちはそんなことは許さない悪魔を犠牲にするなんて絶対嫌だ
犠牲を出さずに帰ろう犠牲はいらないんだ
ま、それに越したことはねえな修二お前もそれでいいだろ
Oh, Shuji, what's going on, bro?
Ask Minoru, ask Saki, ask Miu. We haven't asked Minoru in a while. We haven't said anything to Minoru.
Yeah, ask Minoru. Ask Minoru. I don't know if that's the best idea, but boy hasn't said shit.
ミノルとファルコモンはどう思う
そりゃ犠牲なんてない方がいいに決まってんじゃん同感だ
Yeah, that's true.
俺もミノルを犠牲になどさせたくない
Served up, as it were.
Well, my god, he's got a level-headed response.
Yeah. Minoru may lack maturity, but the boy is brimming with potential. He might be a shit hero.
Goddamn.
Everyone talks about each other like, you might have all of these faults, but you're fine, I guess.
君たちはいいよなそうやって信じ合えているように振る舞えて
Shuji, whose fault is that?
そうじゃない人間の気持ちも考えてくれ
You are the only one who has a crap relationship with his partner because you are taking out your trauma on it. On him.
行動なんてできるもんか。だったらどうするんだよ。俺たちはこいつらを信じるしかないんだぜ。こんな正体不明の存在をか。そんなの馬鹿げてる。僕は嫌だ。
ひどい言い方。
Yeah.
僕たちが何なのかそれはわからないけど、それを教えてくれるのがタクマなんだ。
悪魔。
僕はタクマを信じているよ。
Poor Lotmon. Yeah.
タクマと一緒にいればいろんなことがわかるって。
I have opinions on Shuuji, but we'll get to it later.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Shuuji's great, especially with Lopmon being my favorite character.
それにさ、
Yeah.
俺たちを狙ってる奴らは実はそんなに多くないかもしれないぜ。
The part that pisses me off most about Shuuji, like about people's reaction to Shuuji, is that one, it's Twitter, and Twitter's already a shithole. But it's like, it's just white people viewing this Asian medium through a Western lens and forming the most like wafer thin take.
Very true. Yes.
It's the curtains are blue all over again.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
俺たちを襲った奴らだって。
We can talk about that later as well, about the curtains being blue.
多分信じられる奴らの方が多いんだよ。
そんな曖昧な言葉で信じるなんて僕にはできない。それに少ないとしても僕たちを狙ってる敵がいるんだ。何もわからないままあいつらと戦うなんて冗談じゃない。僕は反対だ。
I understand where Shuji's coming from, but we won't get anywhere thinking like this. We have no choice but to trust Agumon and the others to get through this. Still, easier said than done. What exactly can we do to weather this storm? Green.
修二さんの言うことも一理ある。迂闊に動くのは危険だ。
じゃあいつになったら動く？いつになったら俺たちは帰れる？今できることをしねえで状況が変わるのを待つなんざ。そんな運試しに貴重な人生使えっかよ。
っていうかさ、私たち知らないことばっかりじゃん。伝承とか。
Luna, do you remember those times ages ago when I said your actual name by accident twice on stream? And then I had to edit it out. That was funny.
僕の意見を無視しているな。
I had to like pixelate my own mouth and then just ADR it with like me saying her username in a weird voice.
なんで君たちは。くそ。
I have to like mentally not do that. Oh, yes, this is the dialogue choice that I've brought up before, where it's I should hear Miu out. What does Kaito think? Agumon wants to talk.
No, all of these are good options. Can you not do all of them?
No, you gotta pick one.
Fuck.
I think we should trust
Because I
Agumon.
do feel like, yeah, I was gonna say Agumon or Miu, but definitely not Kaito because he just gets mad.
Yeah.
Miu because she's new, but Agumon because even though he's got like one brain cell, he's like solid in what he wants to say.
Yeah. Which
It
no
always
idea
makes the
which
most
one it
sense. Fuck, this is tough.
Luna, why don't you be the tiebreaker? And I remember which games it was. The first time was in Assassin's Creed 1, the second time was in the PS1 Chamber of Secrets.
Yes. Yes. Alright, Luna, tell us.
Break the tie.
I'll give it a moment.
Break the tie.
Because let's see, because I can always flip a coin for Miu or Agumon, but I definitely don't want to hear what Kaito thinks.
Kaito's the main one talking anyway. When in doubt, B? I guess B means Agumon.
Yeah.
Okay.
どうしたのタクマ。なんだか
Here we go.
暗い顔してるけど。
I love that it's not even get Agumon's opinion, it's just Agumon wants to say
アグモン
something.
はどうするのがいいと思う？
僕はタクマを信じてる。タクマなら一番いい答えを出せるよ。
Oh, at least Agumon believes in us.
ありがとう。
Thanks, pal. If Agumon has that much faith in me, I better hold it together. I should do whatever I can. Can now, but what?
とにかくよ、ジジモン以外に何か知ってるのはもうあいつらしかいねえんだ。あいつらとだって話はできるんだ。ならあいつらの基地に乗り込んでみないか。僕は反対だ。話し合いなんて無理だ。ジジモンたちだってもう何も知らねえだろうよ。ってことはもうあいつらに話を聞くしかねえ。みんなはどう思ってるんだ？俺の意見に賛成のやつは手を挙げてくれ。
Everyone but Shuji raised their hand.
みんな正気なのか？
We sansei.
敵の罠だってあるかもしれないんだ。
Sansei and Hantai was like a specific thing that was taught to us in class. It's
多数
weird.
決の結果は歴然としてるぜ。
Sansei is like to vote yes or agree on something, and Hantai
Oh,
is
yeah.
disagree.
けど僕はみんなのために。
僕たちも行くの？
そりゃそうだろう。なんだよ、行きたくないのか？
まあ危ないのは目に見えてるけど、でもここに置いてくわけにいかないだろう。
They've been on their own. I keep saying this.
犠牲になったとか。
They're like, we can't be on our own. Or like, no, the older kids are like, we shouldn't leave them alone.
危険なんだから置いてい
But
く
they
べきだ。
were alone before we
子供
turned
な
up.
んだから。
The person who's fine with upsetting everyone is worried about everyone. Yeah. Look, Shuji is a product of Asian parenting TM. Luna, I know you understand that. But he's not
Yeah, for
he's not currently in a position, being a 16-year-old living in an Asian country, he is not currently in a position where, one, he can get help, and two, he doesn't even know that it's wrong yet. There's truth in what Shuji's saying here. I'm conflicted. I mean, we gotta agree with Minoru.
yeah, we gotta agree with Minoru. I mean, there's no way we can agree with Shuji.
No.
I mean, sorry, it just can't happen. We just can't agree with Shuji. I mean,
No.
二人も連れて行こう。みんなでいた方が安
For
全
the
だ。
true ending, we do though, because that's when his affinity
Oh.
matters. But
well, sure.
this is harmony.
だよな。よし、そうと決まればさっさと準備しようぜ。
どうしてみんな僕は間違ってないのに。
You can't know that you're right when it comes to stuff like this.
元気出して。
うるさい。僕のことは放っておいてくれ。
Shuji, this is why Lotmon hasn't evolved yet.
あのよ、お二人さん。
どうかした？
あいつらから目を離さない方がいいかもしれねえ。
修二とロップモンか？
ああ、何かあるかもしれねえ。
We're gonna get a dark Evo, aren't we?
わかった。
Oh no.
できるだけ目を離さないようにするよ。
ああ、頼むぜ。
Because you never watched the show, right, Boo?
I mean, I watched like the OG,
Right.
like with Ty and all that, but not like this shit.
Because at almost every season, there's always like a dark evolution episode where one of the characters will go through have like a moment of anger, either directly towards their Digimon or like from the bad guys, and it'll cause their Digimon to turn into something evil. And I get the distinct feeling that that's gonna happen with Shuji and Lotmon.
Oh, for sure. And it makes me upset because Shuji doesn't fucking care.
No. There's also okay, good. This should load properly because I think this is a good place to stop. But what was I gonna say? Never mind. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oops. No. So Dark Evo. But yeah, because of the way Shuji's treating Lotmon, it's probably gonna happen. Especially with what Dracmon said, that he wants us to keep an eye on them because he's got a bad feeling.
Yeah.
There's also a bit of dialogue. I think I must have missed it, or maybe it was one of the options. Maybe it triggered from one of the other options from a dialogue choice. But Shuuji says to Lotmon, like, or to us, that the way he's treating Lotmon might seem cruel, but it's still much better than the way he was treated. So, like, some part of him knows that it's wrong. But
Exactly. So maybe it'll be fine. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
yeah. I understand that there's an explanation for why he's that way. I just don't buy into the cultural generation cycles going unchecked. That's fair. But he's 16. Like, that's around the age I was when I realized it was wrong. And yeah. And bear in mind, I grew up here, where I had the other culture's perspective. Where Shuuji lives in Japan. And even if he could go to therapy, who's gonna pay for it? His dad? Who fucked him up in the first place?
Yeah, his fucking dad who hates him and
Yeah.
Thinks that he should just suck it up to begin
Yeah.
with. Yeah, exactly.
His dad, who apparently, it's a bit vague, but who apparently disowned him because he's not living up to expectations.
Exactly. Like, what's the plan here?
Yeah. And there's more I could say about it, but that'll be going into spoiler territory, so we will see. It's also not like even with the dialogue options that we picked, we haven't really done made any active decision, effort to stop it. Like, Agumon was like, no, this is what Lotmon wants, so I'm just
exactly.
gonna keep
Agumon's
happening.
like, Lotmon's like this. Shuji's like this. Well, this is just like normal parenting, right, Bob?
Yeah. Well, no, Agumon was like, this is what Lotmon wants, so I wouldn't be able to stop him even if I tried. And Shuji just thinks this is normal parenting because he's been brought up to believe that this is normal parenting.
Precisely.
Yeah. And I guess so have we, because we're also all Asian.
Well,
Not you, the rest of the characters.
I was like, well, I was like, unfortunately, I just happened to season my meat.
Yeah. I mean, that's both. It definitely makes you not white if you season your meat. Got him.
That's true. Oh, I gotta tell a funny story. So,
Okay. That's fine, we're wrapping up.
I live in massive huge tits,
Good.
Massachusetts, and so one of my coworkers, she hasn't worked there for a year. She got fired like a year ago. Oh my god, she was awful. She was one of the front desk people. She was the type where she didn't tell them like, "What do you want?" Click.
Good.
But she was talking about how she would make turkey for her kids every year. She's got 4 kids. And one of the okay, I'm gonna tell 2 stories actually about this woman.
Go
One
ahead.
was she was like, you ever been to Myrrh Lake? And we're like, Myrrh Lake? What do you like frankincense and myrrh? She's like, no, Myrrh Lake. And we're like, Myrrh Lake? What? She's like, like you put a fucking thing to your face, like myrrh.
Mirror.
We're like, oh, you mean mirror? You mean Mirror Lake?
Mirror Lake.
And she was like, yeah. But the other time she was talking about how she's like, I made turkey for my fucking family for 20 years. That's how she said it. She said fucking family too, because she's from Boston. And she was like, no one's ever fucking complained. And we're like, oh, what do you put in it? And she said she just puts butter in the skin. And we're like, oh, what about the seasoning? She's like, a fucking seasoning. She's like, these people have been eating my turkey for 20 years and they didn't fucking complain. And we were like, So this white woman just never seasoned her turkey, and people have been eating it. From what I've deducted, is out of fear.
Out of fear of what?
Her unseasoned
Oh,
turkey,
they haven't.
exactly.
Sorry, they haven't complained out of fear. I thought you were saying she hasn't seasoned her turkey out of fear.
No, she's been seasoning she said, I've been, rubbing butter in the skin and shit. And we were like, oh, like my one boss, she's Hispanic. God love her. I love her so much. she's like, oh yeah, I usually like do like a seasoning of like Italian blend and like with the butter. And she's like, no.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Like, I just put butter. She's like, I just put butter into the skin. And she's like, Minora, she's like, I ain't even had anybody complain. And we were like, yeah, I'm sure nobody has complained.
Yeah.
Because God, why would they? They would be killed. But yeah, when she was talking about the lake, she got mad at me because I was like, what lake should I visit? And she was like, Myrrh Lake.
Myrrh
and
Lake.
I was like, oh, like frankincense and myrrh. And she was like, no. She's like, fucking, you put it up in your face and you fucking see yourself. And I was like, oh, like a mirror? She's like, yeah, fucking Myrrh Lake. And I was like, oh, I guess I should go to that lake when you're not there.
Yeah.
But so that's my life living in Boston.
In Boston.
Also, my mom came to visit me, and we went to Cape Cod, which, if you haven't been there, it's one of the best destinations in the U.S. Cape Cod, beautiful.
Nice.
But there's some places there. Like, we met some locals, and they were like, "Oh, you should go to the farmers market." My mom was like,
market.
"The what?" She's like, "The what is what?" She's like, "The farmers market." My mom's like, "I don't know what's going on." Oh, and there's a place. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's on the way if you're going to Barnstable." She was like, "What do you say?"
Barnstable?
So the town's name it's Barnstable, but they go Barnstable. And she's like, "I where are we going?" And I was like, "Mom, we're going to Barnstable, and then we're going to Plymouth Rock. Just follow me." Like, these people, they've got it bad. Just you. But my mom, she's gonna get her ass kicked. Okay, we went to bars. The very first weekend she ever visited Massachusetts, the guy goes, "Do you want a seat at the bar?" And she goes, "The who?" And I was like, "Mom, you're gonna get us murdered. Let's just follow him to the bar."
Yeah.
And she's like, what is he saying? I was like, he's saying he wants us to go to the bar. And she goes, "But I didn't hear him." And I was like, "Mom, we're gonna die here if you don't just follow me to the bar, because we're in the part of Boston where people fucking fight people like John Wick, okay? Let's just go to the bar. It's wherever he says it is."
Yep. But I noticed every time I've gone to America, they do not understand if you omit the letter R. Because you guys pronounce it, we don't. I kept asking for water.
Not Massachusetts.
I pronounced the R in water, and she did not understand. So I had to go, "Oh, fuck me, a glass of water? Could I have a water, please?" Water.
It's with a D. But if you go to Massachusetts, they don't care. They don't pronounce anything with an R.
That's fine.
It's water. It's water.
Water.
Farmers market.
Farmers market.
Farmers market.
I mean, we say that as well. Farmers.
Accents.
Farmers market.
Farmers market. You go into Barnstable. You go into the fucking Cape. You go into Martha's Vineyard.
I'm just saying all these with a New Zealand accent. It's more or less the same. Barnstable. Farmers market.
So, it's funny when I talk to people, because I used to date a guy from Northern Ireland. He'd be like, "Oh, I bet you can't say this." And it was, if I were like Midwest American, I would say like, "Oh, it's like Lincolnshire," but here it's Lancashire.
Lancashire.
All right. Peabody, Lancashire, Leominster. If I saw you, so the street I used to live on is pronounced like WORCE.
Worcestershire?
Like if you would think about it, you would say Worcester, but here it's Worcestershire.
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 Worcestershire sauce.
That's how I learned to be Leominster. You got it. You got Peabody. You got Haverhill.
You got what?
Haverhill. Haverhill.
Haverhill.
It's pronounced Harbour Hill. It's Haverhill.
Haverhill. Yeah, that checks out.
It's Peabody. The only thing that's pronounced right is Salem, and that's where everybody got murdered.
It sure is. Oh man, this is a question I've never asked anybody outside of New Zealand. Do you know what so New Zealand is what it was called when it was discovered by Abel Tasman, a Danish man.
Wow.
Which is also, to answer the question of Harperderp, where is Old Zealand? It's in Denmark. What do you think the original not Danish name of New Zealand is? The Te Reo Maori name. Do you even know it?
Like what New Zealand was called? Like New Zealand?
What it was called before it was named New Zealand.
Nozeland.
No.
God forbid.
No, it's a Maori name. Does anyone outside of New Zealand know this?
No, there's no way.
Oh.
Listen, Americans don't know all 50 states.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
To answer your question, it's Aotearoa, which is te reo for the land.
Aotearoa?
Ao
Say that again to me.
Aotearoa.
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 Aotearoa. Blah, blah,
It's
blah.
Aotearoa.
Aotearoa. Roa.
Aotearoa.
Do you know that Americans also can't roll their R's?
Really?
Aotearoa.
I don't think you have to roll it. I'm just doing that. Aotearoa.
Aotearoa.
Yeah.
Aotearoa.
I
can't do it.
Do I need to? I'll type it out for you.
If you type it out, it won't make a difference. My mouth has never been able to.
There you go.
Aotearoa. Aotearoa.
Aotearoa.
Aotearoa.
Yeah. There.
Aotearoa
That's
is
the
about
American way.
No. Yeah, but I'm saying like America has Puerto Rico, and we can't pronounce anything in Puerto Rico.
Puerto
That's
Rico.
part of our yeah, Puerto Rico. I can't roll the R on the Puerto Rico.
Tacos,
Because you know
tortillas.
As soon as you show that shit in America, they think that you're here illegally. It's fucked.
Man, I'm gonna say Aotearoa. Bro, Americans can't even pronounce Maori. Like, we were in Asian 100.
Wait, what?
Back in uni. So back at university,
Okay.
we were shown like a history video about Japanese history, and it was told by an American narrator. They briefly mentioned like New Zealand for a bit because I think that was relevant. They mentioned the Maori people, which they chose to pronounce Maori. They saw the word spelled M-A-O-R-I and went, "Oh, Maori."
M-A-O-R. Yeah, I can see that. I can
Ah!
see an American doing that. How do I say it?
It's Maori. Maori.
Maori?
Maori. Wait, hold on. Like, it's like M-O-W. Maori. Maori.
Maori.
You can say Maori if you
Fuck,
want. It's
man.
technically wrong, but it's better than Maori.
Fucking hell.
Maori.
This is what I'm talking about. Americans, there's no movement of the tongue. The only thing we have is the L.
Luna, you know what I'm talking about. Maori. The first time I ever heard it,
Maori?
the first time I ever heard it was in a playthrough of Bionicle Heroes, because Bionicle
And I'm doing it right now. I'm doing the thing that you said that I did.
Maori?
Yes, I'm like, Maori.
It's Maori. It's 2 syllables. Maori.
Maori.
Yeah.
Maori.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maori.
Done. Nailed it.
Fucking hell.
But like, I was watching a playthrough of Bionicle Heroes. This is the just chatting segment of the stream. I was watching a playthrough of Bionicle Heroes, and because Bionicle took a lot from like the Maori language, that topic came up, and the people pronounced it Maori, and I was like, what the goddamn shit did you just say? And I commented being like, it's pronounced Maori, there's no Y in it, it's 2 syllables, why would you say it like that?
I don't think you understand. We have indigenous Native Americans here and Alaskan natives, and still refuse to respect their culture, pronounce their names correctly. Like, it's insane. And then we go to the borders and we're like, no, don't come the fuck in. Like, it's the worst. And I hate the part where I'm a part of this. I think the only thing that's redeeming is that at least I'm from the most progressive state in America.
Boston?
Like, yes.
Huh.
Massachusetts is the most, like, progressive state in America, hands down. Like, it's been voted on multiple times. Like, we'll never vote. Like, okay, so when I lived in Ohio, if I talked about politics, which I didn't ever, but if somebody mentioned it, I would be like, okay, moving on.
Bye.
If someone talks about politics here, I already know what they're thinking. They're going to be like, are you fucking kidding me? And then in my head, I'm like, yeah, well, like, obviously. But in other countries, in other states, like even New Hampshire, who's right above us, just voted for Trump. Like it's fucking crazy.
Wait,
Like,
what do you mean they
politics
just
in
voted for
America-
Trump?
So like there are so there are the elections, but there are preliminaries, and like states will often show their preference before the votes actually happen. So like that's what just happened in New Hampshire.
Has it been 4
New
years
Hampshire is
already?
also known as the South of the North, but like I don't know, dude. Like if I could move out of here, I would. But like oh, this is not
Sorry.
the conversation I expected.
Sorry,
either.
Kathleen. We're wrapping up.
So, but just as like a side note, so one of my very, very dear friends, she's from Australia. She lives right now in South Dakota with her husband. She
Oh, boy.
moved here to be with him. She had a child already, and they've had 2 kids. They cannot move back to Australia because he has a pre-existing condition, and Australia bars him from moving back for healthcare tourism. That's how fucked we are here.
Yeah.
Is that other countries recognize that his condition costs too much money and he cannot move with her.
Yeah, we have that as well.
She can move with all of their children, but he cannot join her in the move. It's fucked in the ass.
Yeah, we have that as well. I think it's above a certain payment threshold, like how much it would cost to provide for you.
Which I will leave with the fact that how much we're fighting for people from Mexico to move here. It's like, really? Like, we think this is gonna affect anything? Meanwhile, like, one of my cousins, he lives in Mexico right now, and he's like, yeah, like, you have to be very, like, looking for a new life to try to move to. It's not that, like, they're looking at America as, like, oh, America's the land of the free. They're just trying to get out to any country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, it's America. It's nope. We're just trying to, like, start over somewhere. If Europe were there, that'd be the better option. But obviously, this is it.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. So welcome to America. If I could leave, I would.
I would fly you over here myself if I could.
If I could leave, I would. But the problem is, what I'm in right now, America is the only country that fully recognizes my doctorate, as in, like, I'm qualified to do X, Y, and Z. Everywhere else, it's a bachelor. So if I move somewhere else, I'd still have to pay my debts to college here, which, by the way, if anybody wants to know what my college debt is $106,000.
Is that how much you have left, or is that, like, total?
I mean, that's total, and how much it's 106. Yeah, 106.
Jesus.
Which the only way I can hope of getting it, like, paid off would be, like, I work for a nonprofit right now, so, like, most of it'll be forgiven because I work for public service. But, like, if I move to another country, that would be all on my own.
Jeez.
So I'm stuck here until I'm like 50.
Fun.
But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to, like, make this a whole rant.
It's fine. Well, I think that's a good place to call it for today.
It is. But thank you, Luna. I feel like Luna gave a lot of inspiration.
Hell yeah.
And also Maya too. Thank you.
Yeah. Good to see you, Kathleen.
And we got through a good portion.
Hey, Coco. Yeah, we did. Well, that's because chapter 4 is long as fuck.
Oh yeah, I feel like we got through a lot without having to, like, you know, go through the usual bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, I also didn't do any Mugen battles today, which also takes a while. But anyway, so
Yeah.
it is currently 2:25 p.m. in my time zone.
Oh, cool.
Oh, thank you for the hearts, guys. Mwah. But at 6 p.m. my time, so 3.5 hours from now, I will be doing a casual first impression stream straight from my PlayStation, not on like my proper setup, of Tekken 8 of the story mode. I haven't touched the game yet, so I'm excited to do this. Off topic, but my sister was listening to Has Been Hotel songs on repeat for the last 3 days. Same. With a punch of a pentagram, Anyway, sorry.
Next time we come on, I'll be watching Has Been Hotel this week, so
Oh, sweet. We can talk
I'll
about
be able
that.
to be part of it.
Hell
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, we're on episode 6 came out. This is the most recent one. So sweet.
Hell yeah.
So
How many episodes are there? 6? Just
yeah,
right now?
Just right now. And then I
How
think
many,
there's
like, will there be?
I think it's only 8 for season 1, but don't quote me on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sometimes I like to wait till the whole season, but no, 6 is enough. Yeah, I'll watch that.
Sweet. I hope you enjoy it. So
Yep. So we'll be back on Sunday, and I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
I think I told you. No, I'll be back anyway for the Lunar New Year.
Yeah. It's in
Yeah,
March,
no.
right, that you won't be here. For
Yeah,
2
it's
weeks in
not
March.
till March that I won't be here for a little
Yeah.
while, but we'll be through quite a bit by then. So
Yeah.
I'll see you soon.
See ya. Yeah, with that,
Thank you so much.
thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that follow button if you want to see more content like this. And if you want to support me, consider hitting that subscribe button, pledging to my Patreon, or tipping via Streamlabs. The appropriate links for which are in the descriptions down below. But as always, your viewership is the best way to support me. Everyone, please give Boo a follow as well for being an amazing co-host.
Yeah.
And I will see you guys later tonight for Tekken 8. And then next week, we'll see you guys back for the rest of Digimon Survive. But as always, don't forget to fuck that like button!
Click that like button.
Hell yeah! Bye!
Yeah. Bye.